Yeah, so there's one more thing I should ask you before we start.
Yeah. Hold on.
Sorry, Sparta. Just put the curtains down.
Hey guys, we are back for some more, not more Gravity Rush. Why do you keep doing that? We're not
For some
playing
more
Mario
Deponia?
either.
Time for some more Deponia?
No.
You sure?
Very.
Okay.
So yeah, we're playing a new game that Sheldon recently got, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Called, what was it called again?
Layton's Mystery Journey, Katrielle and the Millionaire's Conspiracy Deluxe Edition.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I thought Mystery Dungeon had a mouthful. And I thought Pokemon Mystery Dungeon had a mouthful.
Right.
For dial.
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Deluxe Edition, or what was it?
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, something Hyperforce Go.
Something what?
Hyperforce Go.
Oh, yes. Super Monkey Force, Super Hyper Monkey Force, no. Super Robot Monkey Force Hyperforce Go. Super Robot Monkey... Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go.
Yeah, and I thought that would have been a mouthful. But, this... Yeah. But yeah, last time we played Gravity Rush. It was a pretty fun game. Guys, go check it out if you haven't seen it. But yeah. Yeah, so we're just gonna enjoy, this mystery game. And apparently it's full of puzzles, and I love puzzles.
Yeah.
So, whenever you're ready, take it away.
Alright. Saurus here and says, I love this game. I've never played it, but I love it. Chipping tongues now, huh?
Say sorry, you just made it. Literally, like, just made it.
Alright. What language do you want to play the game in?
English.
You sure?
Unless there's like a Dutch version and Sword could just translate for us.
Right. It's a really good series, he says. I wouldn't want to miss it for the world, Kato.
That's new.
New game. Enter the name to be recorded. What is your name gonna be?
I like Crystal with a K. I always did like this name as a kid. It's a nice name.
Okay. Sora says he has the DS game. Everything in this game is fictional. It makes use of the internal clock.
Anyway, girl.
Daddy?
That's Professor Layton.
Where are you going? Daddy? Daddy?
Sora says, wait. This literally is the DS game. Yeah, this is the deluxe edition. So it's got all the DLC.
Right then.
That was a cool changing trick.
Right?
Today's the day. My journey as a detective starts here.
Layton's Mystery Journey, Katrielle and the Millionaire's Conspiracy Deluxe Edition.
Are you sure this is a video game?
Yep.
Doesn't look an awful like an anime.
It's just an animated opening.
Still.
She's like, are you sure this is a game? This looks like an anime. Yeah, if you really want to be confused, next we can play Ni no Kuni.
After we learn how to say it.
Ni no Kuni, the Curse of the White Witch, was literally made by Studio Ghibli. People who made Totoro and Kiki.
Really?
Yeah. And it looks like an anime movie. She's British, mate.
Lucy. I've opened a detective agency on one of London's most happening streets. Any mystery solved. That's the Layton Detective Agency's motto. I can't wait to find out what mysteries are waiting for
Hi,
me.
Grandma Koi.
You must come and visit me if you have the time. Yours faithfully, Katrielle.
I think I started this game on the DS and never continued. Prologue. Lady and a Tramp.
Okay.
Phew. There, all done.
Hey, you there!
Who said that? Was it you?
Can you really solve any mystery?
Oh, a talking dog.
You're not surprised?
It's only talking.
Only talking? Is it true? I want some proof. Can you really solve any mystery? Seeing you hang that sign gives me an idea. Let's see you try your board this puzzle.
First puzzle time. Puzzle 1. Care for a cake? It's worth 20 picarats. Alright, the letter K has fallen down from the sign above the cake shop. Use the 3 triangles to make the letter K inside the box. Place the hand over a triangle using left stick. Press it up, pick it up by pressing A. Then you can rotate it with left stick or move it with left stick or rotate with L and R. Release A to place it. When the K is formed, the success message will be displayed automatically. Place the triangles carefully. So, we have to make a K with these 3 triangles.
What do you think?
Well, like I said, I've done this first puzzle, so I know the answer to this one.
Can you like rotate them?
Yeah. You can, whoop. You can pick one up and you can rotate it like that. You'll immediately know why I quit playing. When I can't figure out the puzzle, I'll just drop it. Well, later on, you can get, like, hint coins that'll help you.
Okay, turn it right. No more. Okay.
Where do we put it?
Right in the middle.
Right in the middle?
Not there, not there. A little higher. A little left. No more. Okay. Now take that second little one. Turn it to match the one that you already placed. Now put it directly below. Okay. Now the big one is going to be an issue. Turn it
Which way?
left. Bit more. Try it. It looks like it was bit.
What, here?
That doesn't look like hay. I have no idea what I'm trying to do here.
You've got to make a K.
Got a triangle. Who does that?
Katrielle. So, if you do give up, I can help you with this first puzzle because I do know how this first puzzle works.
Well, I don't. So you're gonna have to at least give me a hint.
That's your hint. Another game with Cat as the main character, huh? Yeah.
Take that bottom triangle.
Mm-hmm.
Turn it left. Again. Now, fit it underneath. It's a big one.
Like that?
I'm so confused here. Oh!
Now are you getting a hint?
Yeah. Now move all that over.
Which way?
Left.
How far?
That's a little too much. Right there. Does that one need to be turned? Oh, yeah, okay.
I've seen how to solve this now.
Puzzle solved.
Puzzles are made for solving.
You did it. The sign is fixed and the shop is open again. Care for a cake, anyone? Pick-a-rats are both a commodity you earn by completing puzzles and a measure of puzzle difficulty. The higher a puzzle's pick-a-rat value is, the harder that puzzle will be. Each time you get a puzzle wrong, the available pick-a-rats diminish, so think carefully before you answer. The special end-of-game save includes some bonuses, among which you'll find a top-secret file. The more pick-a-rats you've amassed while playing the game, the more earth-shattering the revelations you'll find inside of it. So the higher score we get with the puzzles, the better of an ending we'll get. Puzzle 1, Care for Cake, has been added to the puzzle index.
All right. You seem to be up to scratch.
Thank you. Thank you.
So that's the only puzzle that I did in this game.
Why
So,
don't you step inside?
and they're not all the same kind of puzzle.
So, do we have a dog now? Or
I guess. I think he's gonna hire us.
So, what can I do for you?
Look at me. It's obvious.
What?
I'm a talking dog.
Yes, I can see that.
And? Right then. And I have total amnesia.
A dog with amnesia.
If I could just remember my parents, it might make more sense. I feel like I'm me, but not really me. I don't even know if I'm pedigree.
Is that all?
No, that's not all. I want you to find out who I really am.
I don't know.
Oh, come on. I'm a talking dog.
Got anything else? A diabolical box that kills you? A letter from the future? A relic from an ancient civilization? Nothing
Those
like
are
that?
all plots from the original, from the previous games.
This is my first inquiry. Perhaps it's fate. All right then. Any clues?
Well, not everyone can hear me talking. Some can, some can't. It's very rare to find someone who can, actually.
I'll be a Detective Pikachu.
It just stopped.
Detective Pooch.
And here's another rare someone who can hear you talk.
Who's this?
Apparently, he's my assistant. I told him I don't need help, but he won't listen.
Overly dogged. No one wants that.
What's all this about, Miss Layton?
This talking dog wants me to solve the mystery of who he is and where he comes from. So, we've had our first inquiry.
Incredible, Miss. Such a fascinating case from day one. Your reputation obviously precedes you.
So, I don't believe you told me your name.
Ernest. Ernest Greaves, Miss.
I mean the dog.
That's just what he's like.
I see.
see.
Have I said something wrong?
Anyway,
I can't even remember my own name.
well, do you remember anything else at all?
I've got a vague memory of a tower or something falling down, and then lightning flashing across the sky.
That's it.
Goodness, golly, not much to go on, is it?
Who are you?
It certainly isn't. I've no other cases at the moment, so why not? I'll do what I can.
You will? Well, that's great.
Oh, but I must insist on my fee, even for man's best friend.
Oh, I'm not poor.
I'm not.
Here's the paperwork then. Now, you'll need a name. How about Shirl?
Shirl?
You said you can't remember your name. So, I've thought of one for you, with inspiration from the famous Sherlock Holmes. It really suits you.
Oh, that's splendid, sir. Being named after such a prestigious figure, I mean.
Like I said, who asked you anyway?
Look. Here.
Poor Ernest.
Shirl O.C. Combs. Shirl is a great name.
For a girl?
Don't yap, Shirl.
Stop calling me that.
Surely there's no need to get angry.
Surely there's no need to get
Kat,
angry.
are you in?
Ah. Inspector Hastings.
Save progress? Yes. So we've solved one puzzle, encountered one puzzle. We got 20 pick rats, we've got 10 hint coins, and we played for 15 minutes. His nose! His face!
I can't do a British accent.
You can't?
No.
Then do a Scottish accent.
Scottish.
Yeah.
How is that even close to a British accent?
Because Scotland's part of Britain.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Also, why did I have to pick out a name if she already had one?
It's for the save file. So in case, like, I wanted to play as well, I'd have my own save file, and then one will be named Crystal and one will be named, like, Coy or something. So that we know whose save file is which.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Inspector Hastings. Whatever is the matter? You positively besides yourself.
That sounded British to me.
Really?
Yeah. He looks just like Steve Rogers if his mouth was higher. He does.
To Steve Rogers. 'Rogers. 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 'Rogers.
Imagine his mouth just a little bit higher. Like, look at that part of his face. That looks like Captain America.
Doesn't look like Captain America.
Sora sees Captain America everywhere. Oh no, Steve Rogers dislocated his jaw!
You won't believe what's happened. Who is this loudmouth, long-nosed jerk? Sorry, Nurk. He's got more collar than me.
This is Inspector Hastings, Cheryl, from Scotland Yard. Despite appearances, he's actually responsible for ensuring London's safety.
What's that mutt doing here? Don't tell me you've gone and bought yourself a pet cat. A pet? A pet? Do I look like a pet? Don't answer that.
It looks as though Inspector Hastings can't understand what you're saying, Sheriff.
Of course he can't. Like I said, it's an exclusive club. Most people just hear woofs and barks.
And yet, in a straw of pole
Straw poll.
of those present here, two out of three are in the club. Very exclusive.
I can't help it if Super Snitch here isn't one of the enlightened ones. What are you muttering about, cat?
Sorry, Inspector. To answer your question, no, Cheryl here isn't a pet. But he's my very first client. The first to have signed on the dotted line, and enlist my services.
Well, strictly speaking, miss, he can't sign anything, of course. He's digitally impaired.
An excellent observation, Ernest. Let me rephrase that. The first to put his point on the paperwork.
Is this some kind of wind-up? Well, anyway, we haven't got time to be discussing pets. I've got a case I need you on, Cat, and I need you on it right now.
What is the urgency? And why do you need me in particular, Inspector?
Because we all know you're the best. You've proved that when you helped me out in the past. With your little grey cells on the case, we'll have it solved in no time. I think. I hope. Well, probably. His confidence in you is inspiring, Cat.
Don't you worry, Inspector. There's not a case in the world that Miss Layton couldn't crack.
Any mystery solved. That's the Layton Detective Agency's motto, you know.
Well, let's hope you can put your money where your mouth is. Because we need all the help we can get on this one.
Perhaps it's time you told us what has actually happened, Inspector.
Well, it's hard to believe, to be honest. I mean, you'd never expect something like that to get nicked.
Something's been stolen? Something's been stolen? A burglary case, is it?
Now he wants money too? This guy has some nerve.
Of sorts, yes, but not your average run-of-the-mill burglary. This affects everyone in London, in the whole of Britain.
Gosh, really? Whatever could be so important?
I think you better just come to the scene. Then I'll explain everything.
That sounds like a very good idea. Lead the way.
Hello? Isn't there a little matter we're forgetting here? What about figuring out my true identity?
Oh yes. Well, the trouble is that in this man's case just sounds a lot more interesting. What?
Interesting? You decide which cases to investigate based on how interesting they are, do you?
Wow. Exactly. I'm glad you understand.
Well, pardon me for only being a talking dog. I really must try harder to be more interesting.
Oh, now, Shirley, don't be like that.
Your case is important to us, but we're experiencing a high volume of inquiries at present, and you've had one new inquiry. One. Never mind. Clearly the inspector here has his knickers in a twist about something. Let him jump the queue if he has to.
Good. Now that that's settled then. That's settled then. Now, let's get to the scene and start investigating. Where are we going, Inspector?
Just down the road as it happens, to Big Ben.
Big Ben? The Elizabeth Tower, I presume. No Burly Benjamin. It's only a few doors down, surely.
Did they steal Big Ben? Case 1. The Hand That Feeds.
I feel like this is gonna be much like a Detective Pikachu game.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Like, you're focused on literally one case, but you solve more cases on the way.
Right? Oh!
A hand is missing.
Good gracious! The hour hand! It's missing!
Yup, I'm afraid so. It was reported to us this morning.
So that's what this is all about. Where are the hands in the clock tower? Has been stolen.
Unbelievable, isn't it? We've got to catch the hooligan who did it and get the hand back. Quick smart.
But there are 4 clock faces on the Elizabeth Tower, aren't they? Even if this one tower hand is missing, the other 3 faces still show the correct order, surely.
Can you hear Kat okay when she's doing her British accent there, Sora?
Yeah, my voice kind of died a little.
Right. That's right. I mean, certainly it may be a little inconvenient, perhaps, but to describe this as affecting all of Britain, isn't that rather an exaggeration?
Yeah, my better half said the same thing. But it's much worse than a bit of inconvenience not knowing the right time. The problem is, we're due a visit tomorrow from Ambassador Faux du Fafa. Sure.
It's a little quiet, but she's audible over the music. Okay. One sec, we can... There. Oh yes, I remember reading about it in the Times. It's the anniversary of the Treaty of Rome, isn't it? But what does that have to do with the Elizabeth Tower?
The ambassador is going to be received at a venue inside of the Houses of Parliament in Big Ben. And as a symbol of the timeless friendship and cooperation between our two lands, they planned on giving him a present. A pendant modelled on the hands of Big Ben.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so you can only imagine the conversation's going to turn to the subject of the clock tower at some point. And it's not going to look too clever if the very hands the pendant is modelled on have been half-inched by some low-life scoundrel the Met can't catch. Obviously, it'll be plastered all over the foreign press as well. It's a blooming disgrace is what it is.
I see. So that's why you're intent on tracking down the culprit and recovering the missing hand before tomorrow's engagement.
Exactly. We really need your help on this one, Kat.
Of course. I'll do everything I can. It's our national pride.
National.
It's our national pride. It's at stake here, as you say.
Well, that's a relief. I was worried you turned me down. Obviously, Scotland Yard will be carrying on with its own investigations at the same time. It's all hands on deck. I'll get officers scouring the area around the tower, so you can ask them if they've got any leads.
Leave it to me, Inspector. We'll get started at once.
Gosh, miss, it's so rousing when you take the bull by the horns like this.
Oh no. No, wait a minute.
What now?
Well, this is our first case since the establishment of the Layton Detective Agency. I better show you the ropes.
Sora says, chocolate eggs. I forgot I had chocolate eggs. Good, so we won't be hungry.
That sounds disgusting.
Chocolate eggs? They're just chocolate shaped like eggs.
Oh wait, thank God.
They're not like chocolate mixed with scrambled eggs or something.
The chocolate covered eggs, that's what I was
Right.
picturing.
Chocolate in your curry.
Don't, oh, like, no, that. Let me explain how I like to carry out my investigation.
Oh yes, please do, Miss Layton.
In investigation mode, the cursor on the screen changes to a magnifying glass. So we're being frightened again.
Yep.
To use the left stick to move the magnifying glass around and examine every inch of the scene.
Wait until she hears about chocolate pizza.
Can I have a drink?
Yes.
Sometimes when you move the magnifying glass over a particular point, it will turn orange.
Hold on. I'll fix it.
When you identify a point of interest, like that, press the, what is that, triangle or an A?
Hey.
Press the A to find out what's there. So yeah, we're literally being frightened right now.
Yep. But no worries of, penalties or having to deal with foolish fools.
Don't start that, please, I beg of you. That's new.
Yeah, your Coke is at a level where the straw won't reach. So if you look, I put one straw inside the other straw. So it will reach.
Weirdo.
It works.
Yeah, it worked. And why did you put that on the ground?
What do you mean?
You put the bottle on the ground.
Yeah.
That's a dangerous place for an open bottle of soda. Especially with two crazy cats on the loose. You can also use the directional button to quickly snap the magnifying glass between people and other areas of interest.
Okay, so we don't have to worry about like moving the magnifying glass everywhere and going, what did we miss? Like in Phoenix Wright. Sora says the only foolish fool is Cheryl.
You'll need to master both controls.
So the left stick to move the magnifying glass around, or the directional buttons to choose an area of interest rapidly. Alright, I think I've got the hang of that.
Got the hang of licking her boots? Yup. Sorry, I mean, you're a fast learner, Pinstripes.
So, let's get straight down to business and start investigating. Let's start with the top of that lamppost, shall we? Use the left stick.
Alright, so there we go. So now we can do this.
As a very tiny magnifying glass.
Yeah. You found a hint coin.
Golly, a little coin dropped down, look.
Yes, it's a hint coin. You can buy hints when you're solving puzzles. Of course, like real money, once you spend them, they're gone. So only use them when you really need to. You'll find them hidden in all sorts of places. So leave no stone unturned.
I see. So hidden coins are shy little creatures, are they?
Come on, Cat. What are you dawdling there for, eh? The case, woman. The case.
No, Inspector. Less haste, more speed. Investigations need to be carried out carefully. And above all, you must record everything at each step.
Teaching Grandma to suck eggs, aren't you?
Let's just go over the most important items in my bag. Select the bag icon in the bottom left corner of the screen to open up the bag menu. Or you can just press Y. That'll say Y. Is that a Y?
No,
It's super small, I can't tell.
it's an X.
That was an X. This journal contains all my notes about the investigation so far. Very useful for recapping. To achieve the case history, choose Save from the menu. That will make a record of the story so far.
Archive, by the way. It's to archive the story.
I thought it said choose.
Yeah, I know. You did.
And this is the puzzle index. A puzzles we encounter are recorded here, so you can tackle ones you've already completed again, if the mood takes you. And then brand new puzzle, daily puzzles, every single day. If you also delve, I think I'm good.
Okay. She's a human, not a drum.
If you also delve into my wardrobe from time to time, I can pop into some different outfits.
Blimey, you got enough in that bag of yours, Cat? Ever heard of tidying? It's this crazy idea where you actually get rid of stuff you don't need.
Oh no, it's perfectly fine as it is. The trick with any handbag is to know where to find everything and what to use when. Good. Now, that covered the fundamentals of the investigative process. Now it's time to put theory practice and investigate the clock tower.
The clocks are awfully high off the ground, though, aren't they?
Then you must zoom in, Ernest.
Zoom in, miss. How do you do that?
really don't like when girls are giving the tutorial.
What?
I really don't like when the girls are giving the tutorial.
Okay.
Sometimes you may notice the magnifying glass
No.
color.
Sometimes you may notice the magnifying glass color changing to blue instead of orange while you're investigating. That indicates a place where you can zoom in and take a closer look. All you have to do is press A and everything will appear larger.
Very naughty.
Why?
What?
Well, it's extremely important to be thorough when you're investigating. Thorough. When you're investigating. Do you see?
Let's be earnest. I mean honest.
So why don't you zoom in now and take a closer look at the clock face?
Use directional buttons within Katrielle's bag to move the pointing finger. When the Joy-Con is detached, you can move the pointer by holding down that. If you're playing in handheld, you can just touch it. Okay, so in Kat's journal, we've got Kat keeps a journal as she carries out her investigations. Select the entry you'd like to read. Do you want to read these, or do you want me to?
You.
Okay.
Things are hectic at the agency already, and I've only just hung in the sign. An amnesic, his talking dog, Shirl, wants me to discover his true identity. And Inspector Hastings was hot on his heels with an urgent case. One of the hands of Big Ben is missing.
Can I
Let's-
go the other way?
Yeah, absolutely. Daily puzzles. Daily puzzles are puzzles.
Yeah, it's my other leg.
Thank you for telling me. I was wondering why I wasn't moving. Daily puzzles are puzzles that you download from the internet to play. Go. There are already 18 puzzles in the daily puzzle section from the start of the game. One new puzzle is added every day, and you can download up to 365 of them. Any puzzle you download are shared among all 3 of your possible saved games. Solving puzzles earns you museum points, which you can use in the Layton Museum. Have a browse around the museum exhibits to see what Layton histories and mysteries are on display. So we got a whole bunch. These guards keep everyone safe, watching over every corner of the city. Post them on duty for the night. Do you want to try any of the daily puzzles?
What do you think?
Let's try one. Make the guards on duty so they can see into every nook and cranny of the city. Select a guard to make him active, and select him again to make him inactive. The positions of the guards are predetermined by the Colonel-in-Chief and cannot be changed. Guards look horizontally and vertically, but cannot look beyond obstacles. No guard should be in view of another guard. Affected squares will turn gray if any guards can see each other. All of the squares, except for those containing obstacles, need to be under surveillance. Keep as cool as a Coldstream guard and the capital will be covered. So, if we turn this on, he can see there, 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 there. But he can't see these ones because they're off to the side. If we turn on this one, he can see this one and this one. So if we turn on this one and this one, now those 2 are covered, these 2 are covered, these ones are covered, these ones are covered, these ones are covered because of this guard, and that one's covered. So I think that's good.
Okay.
So, in conclusion... Thank goodness I got that right.
$15 museum points. I don't know how we use the museum points.
Can you fix my butt?
Yeah. Ooh. Okay. And then, since this is the deluxe edition, we get all of her outfits. If you think it's time Katrielle put her current outfit in the wash, select change to have her put on something else from her wardrobe. Pick out an outfit for Katrielle and then press A or the change button to have her change into it. You can have Cat give you a slow twirl and expect her get up more closely with X and Y. The outfit Katrielle is currently wearing is tagged with this label. Select Exchange to buy new outfits. After picking out an outfit to buy, press A or select Exchange to part with some fashion farthings and make the outfit yours. You'll come across fashion farthings while you're investigating, so keep your eyes peeled.
Oh, make like our own style of outfits.
Yep. So those are the outfits we've got so far.
Yeah, I think we're cool with what we have.
With this one?
Yeah, I like to dress for the occasions.
Okay.
And we got like a little hat, detective coat on. So yeah, I think we're okay. Cute. I like the blue one. Yeah.
So we got no fashion farthings yet, but keep an eye on that because there might be some of those that you like.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't know that was a thing.
Okay.
Yeah, apparently you can investigate the tree.
It's rather pleasant here with all the greenery, don't you think?
I'll zoom in on Big Ben here.
It's true. The shorthand really is missing.
But of course the other clock faces all have both hands.
Yeah, it's only on the one side that the shorthand's been taken. The other three are unaffected.
Oh, so it's just one shorthand that we were looking for?
Even a shorthand from one of the clocks on Big Ben clock tower would be a very sizable object. Not something that would disappear easily.
Obviously, we've searched all around the clock face as well as the base of the tower. But that hand's just disappeared into thin air.
Haha. This is turning into a very interesting case indeed.
A quarter of London doesn't know what time it is, and you call it interesting.
Alright, now that we know what we're dealing with, it's time we start investigating. Well, we should start by stepping back and looking at the bigger picture again. So, select zoom out, or just press B.
Your British accent is really good, Cat, says Sora.
I keep thinking I'm doing a Scottish accent. Sounds to me like I'm doing a Scottish accent.
Where do we start, Miss Layton?
Well, this is the time of essence. We have to solve this before Ambassador
Fodu Fafa.
Fodu Fafa arrives tomorrow. Let's begin by asking Inspector Hastings' team what they've learned so far.
That's right. Why do the work yourself when you can get someone else to do it for you?
Nonsense, Sheriff. We can't afford to duplicate efforts. That's all.
Of course.
Come along then. Come along then, you two. No time to lose.
Coming, miss.
Divide her. Inspector Hastings, can you summarize what you found out so far?
Not for long, really. There was a bobby on the beat here last night who confirmed nothing was amiss at 11:50. It wasn't until 6 this morning that we got a report from a stunned local who happened to glance at the clock. We came to confirm the report straight away and found it to be true. The hour hand was well and truly gone.
So at 11:50 last night, the clock was fine. But by 6 this morning, the hand was missing.
Oh yeah, I cleaned my room and got everything ready, so on Thursday I'll be able to record a little video so you can hear my voice, Cat. She nodded.
I'll be looking forward to see that.
You always wanted to see that?
I'll be looking forward to it.
Oh, you'll be looking forward to it, yes.
So, we're looking at a window of about 6 hours in which the crime was committed.
That's about the size of it, yep.
And wasn't there anybody else who looked at the clock tower in that 6-hour window?
We're looking into that now. I've got officers asking locals if they saw anything.
There must be someone who looked at the clock in all that time.
No doubt if we went door to door, we would find some witnesses. We just don't have that kind of time.
So we just have to manage with what we know already, you mean?
Pretty much. And those hands are massive. It would have taken someone a fair old while to make off with it, that's for sure.
6 hours.
6-hour window. We have to fit the clue in the right spot.
Where did this...
Right here, see? See how it's shaped the same?
Oh, yeah.
You found a clue. 6-hour window. So those are the clues that we're going to get. When we've finished the hour hand, we'll have all the clues we need.
Oh, I thought it was like a little island. No, it's the hour hand.
As your investigation progresses, you'll unearth certain key pieces of information that form clues. Each case has 6 clues to uncover. Once you've found all 6, you'll be able to solve the case. Clues may arise from statements that appear to have nothing to do with anything. Can you use your sleuthing skills to piece it all together? If you want to look at the clues you've gathered so far, open Katrielle's bag and look at the current case file. When you need to refresh your memory about a case, the case file is the place to look. So, according to Inspector Hastings, the clock hand must have been stolen in a roughly 6-hour window between 11:50 p.m. last night and 6 a.m. this morning. Case files have been added to Kat's bag. Oh, it's so exciting to be investigating a case at last. What do we do first, miss?
We'll start by interviewing members of the public, Ernest.
Gosh, that sounds like proper detective work.
Let's find out if anyone around here has noticed what's wrong with the clock tower, and if they might have useful information for us.
There are rather a lot of passers-by here, aren't there? How do we know who to ask?
The more people we talk to, the better. So let's get started.
When there's more than one place to investigate next, you'll see multiple magnifying glass icons displayed at the top right of the screen in investigation mode. Once you've examined one of those places, it'll be marked with a tick icon. So keep an eye on the magnifying glass icons and tick icons in the top right of the screen as you're hunting for clues. So there's 2 people who will know something.
Okay, let's try the guy who's standing next to the inspector.
This guy? The camera?
Yeah.
Top of the morning to you. Whoopsh. Got a minute to answer a few questions.
Oh, alright.
I'm investigating.
I'm investigating the extraordinary disappearance of the little... Nope, that's not a good voice for him. Sora says, okay, I really gotta go to the bathroom. Be right back.
I'm investigating the extraordinary disappearance of the little hand of Big Ben, see? So, did either of you happen to see anything around these parts last night? Such as, for instance, a person or persons transporting a large hand-like object?
Gosh, he gets straight to the point, doesn't he?
He's asking the very question I was about to ask him.
Oh, where's me manners, eh? Sorry, I'm Douglas Dirt. Everyone calls me Doug. I'm a reporter with the London Times, see? Are you readers at all?
Who I'll say, personally, I think the London Times is the best paper in the city.
You're too kind, lad. Although I do make it my mission to dig up the most dirtiest of dirt and uncover the most unsavoury of sooths. That's why my name is Douglas Dirt, after all.
Get it? Doug Dirt. He digs up dirt.
I never understood that. Why did they call it dirt?
Because it's something that people aren't going to like. It's not exactly clean.
And at present, as I mentioned aforementionedly, I am investigating the disappearance of Big Ben's hand.
As it happens, we're investigating the same thing. Perhaps you might share anything you've learned.
Sorry, investigating, you say? Well, there's a turn-up for the books. You don't look like a detective, I must say. If I had to guess, I'd have pegged you as a young couple out walking your lovely dog on this delightful morning.
Well, I am a detective. Haven't you ever heard of the Layton Detective Agency?
Layton? I know the famous Professor Layton, of course, but I didn't realize he had an agency or people in his employ. Always nice to have signed up for the complete unknown. Really inspires confidence.
Oh, what a blow. Mind you, I don't really expect any different.
Don't worry, Miss Layton. You'll be famous soon enough. I'm quite certain of that.
Anyway, as it happens, I was at the office all evening yesterday, penning my latest article. I did not observe Big Ben at all. And I'm afraid to say that my own investigation is just getting underway. I have nothing to impart at the present time.
I see. Well, thank you anyway.
I wish you all the very best with your ongoing investigative activities, of course.
Likewise, sir. Good luck with yours.
Hand hiccup for iconic Big Ben. Petty crime or international conspiracy. Alarm bells ring across Britain. Stories like these write themselves, eh? Gah, methinks it's gonna be a smasher. It certainly is. If we don't solve this before the story breaks, there'll be all kinds of repercussions.
You're right. We must press on with our investigation. Try the old guy with the mustache.
Well, how long's it been, would you say?
How long? I'm sorry, do we know each other? I'm very sure I've never met you before, sir.
Know each other? In a way, yes. In a way, no. I think his scarf's too tight. People are like leaves washed along in a river. Sometimes meeting, sometimes parting.
You've rather lost me, I'm afraid. I don't suppose you noticed anything about the Elizabeth Tower last night, did you?
I was already dreaming sweetly by nightfall yesterday.
You are an early sleeper, are you? Actually, most people would go to sleep before 11.
Right?
So I'm not surprised. So you wouldn't have seen anything.
Is that all you wanted? I tell you what, how about a little puzzle to occupy the mind?
I say, a puzzle?
The world is full of puzzles, Ernest.
I'm back.
Hey, Sora.
Hey, Sora.
Sometimes, during the course of investigation, people do come out with puzzles for you to solve. It's all part of the process. So, let's see what sort of puzzles we're dealing with here.
Oh boy. Puzzle number 2. The Hands of Time is worth 35 picarats. The clock is currently showing the time as 3:30 p.m. It'd be nice if the hands of the clock would show midnight. What would be the minimum number of places you'd need to touch on the clock to show the desired time? Select the answer frame to display the input screen for entering letters and numbers. After confirming, you'll see what you've written appear in the answer frame. Change your answer, simply select the answer frame again. So, it's currently showing 3:30. It would be nice if it showed midnight. What would be the minimum number of places you'd need to touch on the clock to make it say midnight?
Both hands pointing up at 12? Is that right?
Yes, both hands pointing up at the 12.
No.
And remember that we've always got hints that you can get.
So I just gave you the answer.
Oh, what'd you say?
Pull both hands up to 12.
Right. So what's the number? What's the minimum number of places you need to touch on the clock? What do you need to touch on the clock in order to make it say 12?
Well, if we're going clockwise, that would take a while.
Physically touch. What does the girl need to touch in order to make it say 12?
I'm so confused here.
We've got a clock here. In order to make it say 12, what do you need to touch on the clock to make it say 12?
The hands?
Okay, so what is the minimum number of things that you need to touch to make it say 12? Like, do you need to touch the face of the clock? Do you need to touch the second hand? Do you need to touch the hour hand, the minute hand?
Probably the minute hand.
Just the minute hand?
At the hour hand, I feel it's hard to move.
Okay. So what's the minimum number of things you need to touch?
The long hand.
How many is that?
One.
Let's see
And
if
also,
you're
please
right.
tell me I'm right.
I don't know. Because I think this might be a trick question, and the answer is 0. But it's either 0 or 1.
Okay.
Sora says he remembers the answer and he hates it. Well, if that's the case, it's probably 0. I'm gonna... Sora, tell me if I'm right. Is it 0?
I've seen how to solve this now. Puzzles are made for solving.
It's 0.
Why?
You did it. There's no need to touch the clock at all. All you had to do was wait for midnight to come. Cat's like, oh my god. See, what I thought it was going to be was you don't need to touch the clock at all because you just wind up the key on the side and then wait for it to be midnight.
I see.
Sora says, I think it is 0 and that's why the crank is not attached. Oh, that's even more stupid.
What, Sheldon's answer?
No, the actual answer.
Oh.
The hands of time has been added to the puzzle index.
Very impressive. Let's hope you tackle all the puzzles you're going to face so convincingly.
We investigate all we can around here. I suggest we head closer to the tower.
To the scene of the crime at last. I say, this is rather exciting.
I need to explain to you how we move around during an investigation, don't I?
Sora thinks that he's done with Animal Crossing today. He's been rebuilding his island again.
Jesus, what is it with you and your man-made island?
Right?
Are you trying to make Aether Paradise?
Right? Are you trying to make Aether Paradise, Sora?
At the bottom right of the screen in the investigation mode, you'll see a shoe button. Pressing that, or Y, switches from investigation mode to relocation mode. The orange flashing markers show points on the map where we can move to. Pick a location you'd like us to visit and press A over it to display some information about the place in question. Then simply press A a second time, or press Move to go ahead and move to that location. An exclamation mark at a particular place indicates that you should head there next, for the good of the investigation.
It looks like we can get inside the tower from that entrance there.
He says, I remodeled so much today. I'm just trying to make something to be proud of. Every time I'm satisfied, I go on Twitter and see, like, literal Hogwarts. Yeah, you can't try and compare your island to other people, because other people have no life. And they just spend all day, every day, making, like, the perfect island.
So let's head over and see what we can find out.
Ray, honestly, I would say the perfect island is what you see perfect.
There you go.
So stop comparing it to other people. If you deem it perfect, then it's perfect. So there. Another fine day, perfect for taking this dog for a walk. Is that not for this case? It's not for this case.
Are the Elizabeth Towers actually joined on to the Palace of Westminster, I see?
That's not the button, that's the button. Okay. The clock tower housing Big Ben that presides over London. No entry without permission. But Hornsby wants a neighbor.
Then try and find him a neighbor.
No, Hornsby has a neighbor, but he has to redesign the island so that he can put the neighbor's house next to Hornsby's island. Hornsby's house.
Oh.
Yeah.
The entrance to the clock tower looks to be over there.
Ooh, the police officers seem to be examining something. Let's ask them what they found.
I was gonna say like you're one guy.
Hint coin. 13 hint coins.
Now we're so close to the tower, you can't actually see the clock faces, can you? Apparently, this style of architecture is called Gothic Revival.
So we got jogging lady, we got businessman, and we've got cop.
So this is the entrance to the Elizabeth Tower. Gosh, a metal door.
So who should we talk to first?
Let's talk to the guy way over there.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay. Jogging lady.
1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, hi there. Perfect weather for a run, isn't it? It must be a pleasant place for you. It must be a pleasant place for jogging, you know? with all the green space.
Hey, Kat, could you imagine having 22 brothers and sisters?
Oh god.
Oh, God.
Yes, I love it. I've done 50 laps already today. 50? I'm good run.
Good run.
I'm good run. And by the way, I've been running in cities all around the world. I just can't get enough. I like marathons and other events, but ordinary city streets are my favorite place to run. I just love exercising as I watch other people going about their businesses. I like doing puzzles to exercise my brain. I like doing puzzles to exercise my brain too. And keep my mind off my aching muscles. I just came across a great one. Actually, try it.
Weldon, more like Sheldon. Bubble Blast, 40 picarets. Shoot bubbles from the cannon to burst all the bubbles floating in the air. To pop bubbles, you need to form a chain linking bubbles of the same number horizontally and or vertically. The chain must contain at least as many bubbles as the number displayed on the bubbles in it. Press and hold A to pick up a bubble and move it to an empty space. Ammo is replenished after each shot. We need to burst all the bubbles within the maximum shot limit. To reposition an object, press and hold A. And you can rotate sometimes. The bubbles on the left are the ones that haven't been fired yet. Press and hold A to pick it up and move it. If you move a bubble over the board and press A, the bubble will be fired. Number displayed on the cannon shows the number of shots available. Bubbles you have shot already are replenished, so you can shoot bubbles of the same number multiple times. There's a limit to the total number of shots the cannon can fire, though. Okay. So we need to make it... So, like a 3 would be good here. Or here. See, because then it makes it 3 in a row.
Okay, then we'll put 3 there. It wasn't supposed to do that.
Sora says, I hate this. Okay, so we can get rid of this 2 here. Okay, so we could get rid of the 4. That would take up 3 whole shots.
What about the 3?
The 3 would take up 2 shots to get rid of. But... Okay. Yeah. I'm thinking, yeah, maybe. We'll do 3 there. 3 there. Oh! Okay. It'll get rid of them even if the... Okay. That helps. Okay. So then the 2. Ooh. Undo, undo, undo. Okay. Okay. So... That... Okay. Okay. That... Okay. So that works like that. Okay. Ooh. You have an undo button. Yeah. Okay. So we can do this. Then we're down to 3 shots. And we can't do it in that amount. Ooh, this one's tough. Oh, we can do this.
Get through the 4th.
Get rid of the 5s. We can get rid of all these 3s. We can get rid of these 3s. We can get rid of the 2. We can get rid of the other 2. Then we can get rid of the 4s.
Okay, we did it.
This should do it, I think. Any mystery or any puzzle solved.
That was a tough one. I'm really glad there was an undo button. You did it. All the bubbles have popped. If you don't get the order right, you run out of shots. Puzzle 3 Bubble Blast has been added to the puzzle index.
Yes, that's it. Nice one. 1, 2, 1, 2. Alright, I'm ready to push on. Beat the pain. Good luck. I'm going to stay in London for a while. I think there are lots of places around the city I like to run. I want to make sure I see as much as I can while I'm here. Maybe I'll see you around sometime. Bye then.
Hello, Miss, let me see. Oh yes, that's right, Miss Layton. Inspector Hastings mentioned you. He, oh yes, here it is. You're assisting with our investigations, I see. So we're to share information and resources.
Thank you, officer. That would be very helpful.
Another on-the-ball detective, is it?
Yes, this is DC Nick Booker, one of Inspector Hastings' men.
Nick Booker? Thrown into the profession, was he?
Perhaps you'd be so kind as to tell us what you've learned about the case so far.
Yes, well, according to our inquiries, it seems there's been an outbreak of, of metal theft in the capital recently.
Metal theft?
Yes, I think that's what it says here. Yes, metal being stolen from factories and warehouses.
Really? What on earth would anyone steal pieces of metal for?
Some metals are valuable to Ernest, and thieves can sell scrap made from them for a high price.
Yes, according to my notes here, the missing clock hand was made of, oh yes, here it is. A very valuable metal that would fetch a good price if sold. So we're continuing along this line of investigation.
I see. Metal theft. Well, thank you for your help, TC Booker.
Don't mention it, madam. I'm just doing what it says here in my notebook.
I was gonna say that on a piece.
Metal thefts. Alright. That's that one right there.
According to DC Booker, there's been a recent spate of metal thefts in the capital. Certain types of scrap metal sell for considerable sums of money.
Okay, so now we have a motive.
Yeah.
Hello, Miss Layton.
That's the perfect voice for him.
Inspector Hastings has instructed us all to give you full cooperation.
Wonderful. So I don't need to explain. Could you just tell us what you've found out so far?
Thank you, by the way.
I'd be glad to, miss. We have ascertained that on the night in question, that being last night, there was no one here.
No one at all? Not even a janitor or something?
Correct. There's a room behind the large clock faces known as the clock room. However, this room was locked overnight.
So is the clock tower always empty overnight?
Except for when work's ongoing, yes. When the servicemen are in, they sometimes work late apparently. But last night, the servicemen knocked off early it seems.
So there was no one around who might have seen the thief?
Sorry not to have better news for you.
Now we've spoken to the investigating officers. I think it's time we had a look inside the clock tower.
So how far into the game did you get, Sora?
But it's locked, isn't it? Should we talk to PC Beat, do you think? Excuse us, PC Beat. Would you be so good as to allow us entry into the clock tower?
Why yes, of course. Inspector Hastings gave us instructions to cooperate fully with you, Miss Layton. Step right in.
Thank you. We'll come in, if we may.
I think I stopped at chapter 3.
Gotcha. I must warn you, it's one long staircase when you get inside. I hope your leg muscles are working.
Oh, yes.
Alright.
It's not good for a dog to look up all the time. I might miss some fruit scraps.
Wrong button. Again. The housing of the great clock mechanism in the Elizabeth Tower.
Whoa.
Golly. What a lot of stairs. My feet are killing me.
That is grief. You should be ashamed of yourself getting tired out so easily.
I always forget that when you pretend to hyperventilate or pretend to pant like that, it makes you lightheaded.
You're panting harder than he is.
Oh, look. It's spectacular. I've never seen the internal of the clock tower before. Magnificent.
So how are you doing today, Sora?
Being inside such a huge and important landmark like this is rather splendid, isn't it? The clock face and the cogs are so enormous.
Yes, it's quite exciting being allowed inside a place that's off limits for most people.
All right, you two, get over yourselves.
I just remembered something I forgot to mention before.
More tutorial. Oh, what's that?
Sometimes as you're investigating, you come across something unexpected.
Unexpected, miss? Yes, as you're moving the magnifying glass round, you might notice a peculiar disturbance in some places, like a puff of dust almost. When that happens, be sure to investigate thoroughly, even if the magnifying glass hasn't turned orange. Look hard enough and you're sure to be rewarded.
So, make sure you investigate those nooks and crannies carefully. Let's give it a try now.
You discovered the reddish wristwatch. The reddish wristwatch. Wow. It's been added to your collection. A collection box has been added to Katrielle's bag. There you can peruse items that you found during the course of your investigations. The items are unrelated to any particular case. They're just for fun, so enjoy them at your leisure.
You never know what you might find while you're hunting, because someone leaves no stone unturned, right, Mother?
Not one, Miss Layton.
Very good. Let's get back to the task at hand. I think perhaps that's a service man over there. Look.
Oh yes, you're right. Let's go and ask him if he has any useful information for us.
Collection features has been added to Cat's bag. Hi.
Anything else?
What enormous cogwheels. I suppose they're necessary to drive the huge clock hands. Both hands present and correct on this face, at least.
That would be a good puzzle, wouldn't it? I'm a face, but I have no eye, no ears, and no mouth. I do have hands. However, what am I? As it happens, though, there's a different puzzle here. Look, do you want to try it?
Well, I am the personal assistant of the great detective Miss Katrielle Layton, so I ought to tackle a puzzle or two from time to time.
Puzzles everywhere. Houses of Hanoi. 35 pick rats. A new design of house allows you to arrange the floors however you like. Just select a building to hoist off the topmost floor with a crane and move it to another plot of land. Your task is to make all the houses look as they appear on the plans. However, houses can only have up to 4 floors max. So we have to make it blue, brown, yellow, pink. Just like that.
Blue, brown, yellow, pink. Okay. So, I'd say we start with the one on the right.
Okay.
Move that to the side. Again. Move the pink part, yep. Move that again. Problem is we have no extra brown.
We have 2 brown.
Oh, we're only making one house. Are we? Okay.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, maybe we should have started from the left. I'll start from the left. Move the brown. Now the blue. Can you like take things out from underneath them?
No.
Then how the heck are you supposed to do this?
I don't know. I don't know.
No, you have a right.
No, I don't. It's gonna be blue, brown, yellow, pink.
Wait, hang on.
Yeah.
See. I don't know.
Okay, Sora says, are you talking about from the start? Or from where we are right now?
Ah!
He's giving us directions.
I know, but it's just so frustrating.
And remember, we can always do a hint. From here, okay. He said put the pinks, two pinks on top of each other. Then red on pink. Then, wait, which yellow? Yellow on yellow? Yup. Then yellow there. Then pink there. Pink there. Sora is surprisingly good at these puzzles.
That's a relief. I wasn't
What do
entirely
you mean
sure.
surprisingly?
Like, he can... Basically, I can't solve a lot of these puzzles because I can't see it in my head. I can't see what it's going to look
That's
like.
right, you don't really have a mind's eye, do you?
Exactly. He can. He can see what it's going to look like afterwards. So he can then work backwards from there.
Yeah, so can I, but then again, my brain, my mind's eye likes to picture its own thing, so it doesn't really like to...
Oh, I hear ya. Visual puzzles are his thing, he says. I'll handle the math puzzles, you handle the visual puzzles. And Kat will handle everything else.
So why me?
You did it. Both houses look spot on.
It looks like an apartment building.
Good work, Pinstripes. You're clawing back some respect here.
Why, thank you, Shale. While merely a personal assistant to Miss Layton, I do hope to prove myself useful in the puzzle-solving department.
I really don't remember saying I wanted a personal assistant.
Sora says I have a discrepancy between visual and lingual information. My visual problem-solving score was like 15 points above language. So, which is why he needs graphs and pictures to understand literally everything. So he understands everything if he can see it. But you can't explain things to him.
Oh, okay. That sounds like a mental issue thing.
Oh dear, miss, please don't reject me.
Ugh.
No, it just means that he learns differently. But hey, on the bright side, I can fold up a dice inside of my head and unfold it. It's a superpower.
The machinery all seems to be in working order.
There's more machinery underneath us, too.
Coin.
Hey, what are you doing inside? No entry to public.
It's alright, I'm from the Layton Detective Agency. The police have given us permission to investigate here. You're a serviceman for the Great Clock, I take it?
No, yes, I'm Hans. Hans Lipsky. If this is for a missing hand, I already said to police everything I know. You people are drilling a hole in my belly.
Well, I'm sorry to ask you to repeat yourself, but would you mind telling us what you told the police, Mr. Lipsky?
Lipsky? Can Lipsky?
He can't help his name, Cheryl.
There's nothing for telling. When hand went missing, I was already at my home. I don't know nothing.
You went home early yesterday, I understand?
Day before, I was working until after midnight fixing this clock. So yesterday, I go home early.
Was there anything unusual about the hand that was taken? It wasn't loose or misaligned or anything?
No, I fixed it only 2 days ago, like I tell you. When I put it back, I make sure it is good fixed on.
I see. So there's no chance that the hand dropped off then? Without your hand, perhaps?
Police already investigate everything. In here, around Clockface. But they find nothing and they have gone now.
Yes, tell me, Mr. Misty. When did you notice that the hand was missing?
Same time like everyone else. When I look out of window one morning, I see missing hand.
Oh, so where you live is in sight of the clock tower and in sight of the face, which is with the missing hand? I see.
No, yes. I'm living close to here. On Chancellor Lane.
Gosh, how extraordinary. The same street that the agency is on.
It's strange that we didn't notice the hand was missing ourselves.
Exactly. I'm sure I remember seeing it when I looked at the clock tower this morning.
Because you were looking at different face. It depends on where you were living.
New piece.
The clock tower serviceman, Hans Lipsky, claims that he confirmed the hour hand was firmly reattached after he repaired it the day before yesterday.
So it was attached 2 days ago. It was stolen somewhere between 11:50 and 6 a.m. And people are stealing a lot of metal because it's worth a lot of money.
Apparently there's like 3 different people in there.
Apparently there's what?
3 different people in here.
Right.
The clock faces are so vast. It's really rather strange seeing them from the inside.
But apart from the missing hand, there doesn't appear to be anything out of the ordinary.
Keep your paws well away from the machinery, people. Those cogs bite.
No clues on the ground or something.
Don't get your paws caught in the mash floor, Cheryl. We're safe though, Ernest. Who else do we ask?
Doesn't necessarily be a who.
Oh, clue. Can you straight up find clues?
Hmm?
We can just straight up find clues?
Oh yeah.
The mechanism is that as well, isn't it?
And it keeps ticking despite being one hand down.
It's lucky there are 3 other faces showing the correct time. The people of London rely on Big Ben to know the time.
Really, apart from the missing the hour hand, nothing seems to be out of place.
Golly, there are no clues at all.
I would have expected to see some trace of the crime. After all, it's such a large object to make off with. We need more information. Let's go back down to the crowd. There's something I'd like to ask Inspector Hastings.
I knew this time would come. The descent. It's alright for you, but I'm taking my life in my paws climbing down these stairs.
Ah, yes, with your short little legs.
Get off!
Now, Sherlock. It's safer this way. Ernest will carry you down. Won't you, Ernest?
I will.
Hey, what did you pull that face for? I haven't got fleas, you know.
I didn't pull a face.
Come along, no arguing. Just tread carefully, Ernest.
Yes, miss.
Oh, we got 4 fashion farthings. Once per day, you can obtain fashion farthings via the daily bonus. You can use fashion farthings you've saved up in the wardrobe section of Cat's bag to purchase outfits. However, be careful of changing your Nintendo Switch console's system time, because you won't be able to obtain the daily bonus for a short while if you do. You might also uncover fashion farthings during the course of your investigations around London, so keep your eyes peeled.
Keep coming up.
I most certainly can.
There's the inspector. Look. Even from the distance, I can see the furrows in his brow.
Perhaps his investigation isn't going very well, miss.
I just heard it. Ah.
It's rather pleasant here with all the greenery, don't you think?
Ah, Cat, what have you got for me? Who did it then? Who's the culprit?
Please, Inspector, calm down. I'm still in the middle of my investigation.
Oh, I see.
I have a quick question for you, actually. According to Mr. Lipsky, your officer to examine the clock face. Is that right?
Yeah, of course. I had him check the clock room, the clock face, and all around outside, too. As well. But there are no clues, no fingerprints, nothing.
There are really no traces at all, are there?
Well, I had him take samples from the floor and the walls and from the clock face. They're being analysed back at the yard now.
When will the results be ready?
Shouldn't be much longer. So, what's your next move?
I think we'll head back to Chancellor Lane.
We will?
You mean we're going back to the office, Miss Layton?
You can't do that. We haven't got anywhere yet. I need your full attention on this case, Cat.
Inspector Hastings, please. You mustn't be so blinkered. I have no idea what that means. Keep my hearing aid. My hearing is very loose.
Right? Hey, Bixby. What does the slang term blinkered mean?
Limited in scope or understanding.
Not seeing the big picture. She's going, calm down, focus.
She didn't stay. It like keeps undoing itself. Okay, one second, guys. My hearing aid is being stubborn. There is a huge smudge in the middle of my glasses. Much better, thank you.
Yep.
Sometimes you have to take a step back in order to see things for what they really are.
Is that so?
Yes, so if you excuse us.
Hey, you're not serious?
Yes, I am.
Are you sure leaving the scene is the best idea, Cat?
Yes, of course. Come along now. You too. Let's get back to Chester Lane. It's no distance. We'll be there in a jiffy on the bike. Oh yes, I should explain about how we move around during the investigation.
Examining the bike with the magnifying glass is the best way to cover long distances. Select the destination and either press A or the move button to head that way. Oh, and you can also press plus to or go by bicycle in relocation mode as well. It works in just the same way. The next place to visit in terms of the investigation is highlighted with an exclamation mark in relocation mode too. So your trusty bicycle will come in handy in investigation mode and relocation mode then, Miss Layton. Splendid.
Precisely. So, back to Chester Lane.
A lively street in the heart of the city with an eclectic collection of shops. On the move. You've arrived at Chancellor Lane Corner.
Well, here we are. Chancellor Lane Corner.
There are lots of interesting shops around. Here, what's there? It's such a lovely place.
Lively.
Lively place.
We're here for a mini break, are we?
Good idea. Let's have something to eat. First, let's have something to eat.
Huh?
You know the old maxim. A rumbling tummy is a detective's downfall.
No one says that.
Of course they do. Well, they should anyway.
You know, thinking about it, I don't know this street very well. At all. Even though it's where the agency is located. This is the perfect opportunity to have a stroll down in the lane and get better acquainted with the neighborhood.
Walkies, eh? Well, at least I don't have to be on a lead.
I love the outdoor seating like this. What a lovely idea.
Three fashion farthings. You can see the clock face with the missing hand from here. Hint coin. Hint coin.
Well, who knew? I was just sniffing around and suddenly I found a puzzle at the end of my muzzle.
That happens, Sheriff. Puzzles get everywhere, you see.
This reminds me of a puzzle.
And seeing it as you found it, you can solve it.
Why me?
Because I want to see if you're worth keeping on. Go on, see if you can. Pound it out.
Puzzle number 5, alien attack. 45 Pickerats. Yeah. Use a special beam cannon to wipe out the fleet of UFOs that have appeared over the streets of London. Each UFO has a number on it, and this is the number of times you must hit it to destroy it. All UFOs must be destroyed. Each beam has enough energy to travel along one line only. You can choose the direction of the beam, but you cannot travel along the same line twice. To fire, select where you would like the beam to travel. So it's going to start here, and it's got 11 shots.
I don't know.
Well, it's not timed or anything, so you don't need to panic. But basically, we can either go here, here, or here.
There.
No, Sparta.
There? Okay.
No. You go out there, I will hose you off and
Here, 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 or here.
There.
There. Okay. UFO 1 destroyed. Here, 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 or here.
Up.
Up. Okay.
Straight up.
Straight up.
Left.
Left.
Up.
Up. Well, up.
Left.
Left.
Down.
Down.
The one you're right next to.
This one?
No, the UFO.
Oh, okay. So this way. Okay.
Left.
We only have one more shot.
Oh, I didn't know this was using up our shots.
Yep.
Oh. I don't know.
Sora says, I do need to sleep soon, Sally. I have to get up early for school tomorrow. I totally guessed that.
Are you sure?
I just...
That was too easy.
I was just like, the 4 is going to be the hardest one, so we should start by moving to that one. So says, I do need to sleep soon, sadly. I have to get up early for school tomorrow. Did I already say that? Okay. You did it. You restored peace to the city. Focusing your attacks on the UFO with the highest number while attacking the surrounding UFOs was the key to destroying the whole fleet. So yeah, basically we went and hit the 4, and then went to the 1, and then went around and hit the 4, which was now a 3, and then went around to the 2, and then hit the 4 again, which was now a 2. We just kept going, just keep attacking it. But yeah, I totally just guessed that.
You sure?
That's a walk in the park for a hound like me.
Oh, jolly good, Cheryl. You can solve puzzles on top of everything else. Top dog.
Yes, very impressive, sure. I can see you're going to be very useful.
I don't like the sound of that.
So you want to talk to Suave Giuseppe or Old Sailor Man?
Or the woman over there.
She's Dusty. She's got the perplexing preserve. So we've got the reddish wristwatch. That's a tongue twister for some reason. An unusually colored watch that takes some wearing. And the perplexing preserve. The lid just turns and turns but never comes off. What kind of jam is inside? Okay. So, Suave Giuseppe or Old Sailor Man?
Suave guy. What's a Giuseppe?
It's just a name.
Oh, look. My lovely
Terraced.
terrace area this restaurant has.
Ciao, Bella. Can I take your order, signorina?
Thank you.
Golly, he's a little overfamiliar, isn't he?
Just before we order, I was wondering if I could ask you something. Has there been anything unusual happening around here recently?
Anything unusual? Well, a lot of cutlery has been going missing lately. Forks and spoons and things. Oh, yes, and a silver tray as well. He's kind of slowly turning, like, into Dracula.
Yeah, what was that?
You mean they were stolen?
I cannot say. There are no signs of breaking and entering, and no cash taken. So it doesn't seem like a burglary exactly.
I see. Thank you. Now, would it be alright if I ordered? I'd like the squid ink spaghetti with the fitted herb salad.
Fetid.
Fetid?
Fetid.
I don't know what that means.
Hey, Bixby. What does fetid mean?
Here's what I found on the internet.
No. Not fade. Jeez, Bixby. Smelling extremely unpleasant.
Interesting. Fetid herb salad. On the side, please.
Sounds delicious.
And then the chef's ominous omelette special. The Hellfire risotto?
British would say risotto, we'd say risotto. So, yeah, risotto.
Risotto, what does that mean?
It's a kind of dish where basically you use, it's a pasta that's shaped like rice grains, and you cook it so long that it becomes really soft and goopy. It's actually really tasty.
And the mushroom surprise.
Gnocchi.
Gnocchi. Please. All at the same time? What?
And they say dogs have eyes bigger than their bellies. For a minute there, I actually thought you were attempting some serious sleuth work.
What did I just tell you, sir? An empty stomach? The detective's worse than me.
Okay, I must go and write all that down before I forget. New clue. Katrielle has a monstrous appetite. When is school tomorrow, Sora?
Cutlery and other silverware has gone missing at a restaurant on Chancellor Lane, possibly related to the recent metal thefts in the capital.
Arr, this place serves the best seafood in town, so it does. I've sailed the 7 seas, and this place tops them all. Now I've had a bellyful. I suppose I should be heading. Gotta get back to work. Let's see, what time's Big Ben got? Ah, good. At least it's not the Banjaxed clock facing view from here. That would have been just my luck. Especially seeing as how I'm after losing me watch and everything. I really rely on the old clock tower now.
Gosh, the missing hand of the clock is already inconveniencing people, it seems.
Exactly. Which is why we need to be pushing on with the investigation, not sampling every dish on the menu.
That was absolutely delicious. I do believe that maybe 4.
Maybe? You just ate for 4.
Stop making out that I'm a glutton. And you and I shared the food too.
Yes, and it was yummy.
Well, anyway, shouldn't we be getting back to the investigation now?
Good idea, Cheryl. We simply have to recover that hand before Ambassador Fou de Fafa's visit tomorrow.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We satisfied our appetites, yes, but now we enjoy the meal. There's something that must come before anything else.
I swear, if you say dessert...
Oh. That was just laughter. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it. You guys can all probably guess what it is.
What?
Everyone can probably guess what it is.
Right?
You want more?
Well, there is a nice looking cake shop further up the street.
Yes, Ernest, you're right. I said that backwards. It's same thing. Take me out tomorrow. I've admired their cakes through the window for far too long. I've already made up my mind to pay the place a visit before long. This is the perfect excuse.
Ah, we're never gonna find that hand in time. I smell sugar, even from here with my nose.
Where master confectioner and baker Lipsky sells his wares. Oh.
Lipski's. That's a gigantic teddy bear.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I didn't see her. Smell that delicious sweet scent. Seeing all these tasty treats lined up before my eyes and making my tummy rumble.
You're hungry? After that 10-course meal?
You know what they say, Shell? There's always room for dessert.
Now, let's investigate all the tempting offers they have on sale.
How about investigating the case?
Oh, I say, that pastry chef looks awfully familiar. Do we know him from somewhere?
Hello. Looking to take a little something on tooth, eh? But you can't decide what?
Ah, you're the serviceman from the clock tower.
That's it. Yes, it's Mr. Lipsky again. So you run a cake shop as well as being a technician for the clock in the Elizabeth Tower. You must be rather busy.
Oh, that's my twin brother. Of course.
Are you okay? So how do you keep doing this?
I don't know. I'm joking around. Of course I do not. I'm Alex Lipsky. Running this patissier is my only job. You mistake me with my twin brother, Hans. He is working in Big Ben, not me.
Oh, I see, you have a twin. Well, that explains it. How extraordinary bumping into both of you on the same day. And how interesting that you've both gone into such different lines of work.
No, yes. At first, maybe Baker and Technic look poles apart, but there are more similarities than you think.
Really? What kind of similarities?
We must both be good with hands. We have always had skills to work with complicated things since we were young boys. My Bratzy worked with clocks, I work with cakes. But we both must work with our heads and our hands in the same way.
It does sound like you've both chosen very difficult professions. It also sounds like you're sounding a lot more like Cheryl.
No, yes. Anyway, you are coming here to buy cakes, not to talk, I think. Please, take a look and tell me what you want.
Thank you, I will. I'll have a good look around here. Everything.
Okay, so we got a creepy looking girl.
I'm just looking at all these lovely buns and cakes. Desperate to be eaten. Okay.
She's like, yes, I must eat.
Is that teddy bear a cake too?
What a strange place to find a big teddy bear like this. It's so sweet, isn't it? But then, it isn't a sweet shop.
That was terrible, honest.
Truly terrible.
Sorry. Anyway, I suppose it's just here as decoration, is it?
No, honest. I mean, it was absolutely awful.
Truly awful.
Well, you'll just have to grin and bear it.
Oh, wait a minute, though. There's something strange about that there. Just there.
Sora says, I like cake.
So do I.
Most people do.
That is not bear. That is one of my cakes.
Really? It's not a real bear? I had no idea. You can't tell at all. It's so realistic.
Everything in here is one of your creations?
Yes, including me. No, yes, everything you see in my shop is cake or pastry, made by me to look like something from everyday life.
Well, I can see that you have a rare talent, Mr. Lipsky.
What's your favorite kind of cake? Sora asks.
Too hard to say.
It is my fun to see how much like real thing I can make my creations. I even make YouTube videos. I use all different ingredients from around the world to make things look exactly like life. At this moment, I experiment with wafer.
Well, your efforts are certainly paying off, Mr. Lipsky. These creations are capital.
No, yes, my customers like it. They want these cakes for presents for their friends and for parties. Bear is made mostly from wafer as well. In eyes, they are chocolate.
Wow, I'm so impressed. Let's have more of a look around, miss.
The multicolored macaroon.
So that looks really good.
Right? Hint coin.
Aren't these pretty? These are cupcakes with beautiful rose toppings.
If I had to say my favorite kind of cake, I'd probably say Black Forest cake. Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Oh. It's a chocolate cake. German chocolate cake. That's it. German chocolate cake with Black Forest frosting. Yeah. What we find?
It's another puzzle. Oh, the clock is a cake as well. I guess you might say that the clock is a lie.
Don't go there, don't go there.
That explains why the hands aren't turning.
It is hard to tell, isn't it? I genuinely thought it was a real clock at first.
Sora says, that was terrible. Truly terrible.
Also, Sean, that kind of reminds me
Yeah?
that the firefly. I was watching this I was watching this little cute little fairy Minecraft roleplay thing that a YouTuber named Ash.
Okay, yeah.
Something you saw.
Yep.
It was like a little pretty fairy thing.
Mhm.
And they had to solve a cake riddle.
Okay.
They were like laughing at the fact that the answer was a cake. And then she was like, it's a lie, the cake is a lie. And I was like, why would you make that reference in a fairy role-play game that's for children? What the heck? This is for children, what the heck?
Well, I mean, people,
And I just found it so hilarious.
they were only going to make Portal 1. But people loved Portal so much
Probably because
that
they
were
love GLaDOS.
forced to make a Portal 2.
Probably because they love GLaDOS.
Right?
Mr. Lipsky said that all the ornaments and decorations in the shop were cakes that he had made, didn't he? Which presumably means that these flowers aren't real flowers, doesn't it?
Yes, you're quite right, Ernst. On closer inspection, they're actually made from icing, sugar, or something like sugar.
Sora says everything is cake, but the cake is a lie.
I wonder what they taste like.
Miss Layton, no, you can't possibly take a bite out of such a beautifully made object.
Up to you.
That's not a cake?
No, that's a girl. You thought it was a cake?
She wasn't moving.
Right. It's up to you. If you want to do her voice or if you want me to.
What boy would she even have anyway?
These cakes are simply divine.
No.
These cakes are simply divine. Oh, I love that voice.
These cakes are simply divine.
That's better.
And so beautifully presented, too. Alex really is so talented. He can make a cake in any shape you care to think of, you know. It all looks so sumptuous, I can never decide what to buy. I think I'll have one of these. No. Yes. No. Yes. Or maybe... no. Yes. Where I come from, I always end up mimicking the charming way Alex speaks.
Okay, little girl, where are your parents?
They were turned into cake.
So go in there.
I got hungry and I ate them.
Have you made your decision? Now his voice is completely different.
It's so hard. Everything in here is so tasty.
Belle! Now it's Persona Sister.
Every day is great at your Junas.
He needs to stop licking his lips at us.
By the way, Mr. Lipsky, did you know that the hour hand of one of the clocks in the Elizabeth Tower has gone missing?
Well, yes, I stole it. I mean, No, yes, I know. Of course, my Bratsy is worried about this.
Yes, Hans said he was hoping to have it repaired as soon as possible.
He cannot relax if clocks are not running as they should.
No, naturally. I understand how he feels.
So, you have decided what you like.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's so many admiring all your wonderful decorations. Yes, I think I'll go for some of your... Well... What? What?
Profiteroles.
Profiteroles.
What's a profiterole?
The only way to pronounce it. They are show puffs. What?
Profiterole.
Profiterole.
Please?
No, yes, but you have to wait short time if you don't mind. I always make my profiteroles fresh. I only put cream into cases when they are ordered, never before. That way, cases will remain crisp like they should be.
Oh, is it like an eclair?
Oh, I'm licking my lips already.
Good, then I go into kitchen and make for you. Please wait here. Hit a percent, cat.
Actually, the rubbish bin there caught my eye.
Try looking at that before it wouldn't let me.
It could do with being emptied, couldn't it? All the rubbish is spinning out.
Yes, it seems out of place. It's in such an elegant shop.
Katrielle is basically Maya Fey if she was a detective. And, you know, British.
Yeah, you can't forget about the British part, Dora.
But yeah, Katrielle would be if Maya was, you know, a detective.
Okay.
Yeah, this is nice. I gotta solve the mystery, but I need food first.
Food. Do you need food?
Not right now.
Not right now. Oh, what time?
Be-doo.
Grandma has?
Wow.
I'm very dusty.
You know who else is British, Cat? Like, that couldn't have been timed much better. Do you need food? And then the cat beep. You know who else is British, Cat? Cat beep. Cat beep. Spider Tom.
Who?
Spider-Man, Tom Holland, the new one in the Marvel movies. He's British.
British? He's a British kid?
Oh yeah, he's British.
How is he British?
It looks like it's mostly paper in there. Perhaps we should investigate. Oh no, I found another puzzle.
No, yes. Alex is such a talented man, creating all these incredible cakes and pastries.
Spider Tom. Ah, yes. And he's like the best. Ah. Those are all separate messages.
There's lots of shreds of paper in the bin.
It's a sketch of something. By the looks of it. I wonder what.
Ooh, okay, I'm good with these puzzles. Putting, like, sketches back together.
You can't tell with the paper all in pieces like that.
No, we'll have to do something about that.
Puzzle time. Puzzle time. Puzzle number 6. Paper caper. 40 picarats. Oh, boy.
Oh boy.
There's some pieces of paper in the bin with something drawn on both sides. Put them back together as one sheet and work out what the pictures show. Press and hold A to pick up a scrap and move it around. Take care not to overlap any pieces, and note that you can't move the pieces that are already in position. You can flip them by pressing L or R. Can I move this out of the way? Thank you. I think I actually put that in the right spot, too.
Yeah, but you overlap them.
Turtle says he'll do whatever for food. He doesn't care. And I said, then Badger, and he goes, they're closed today. And I went,
Yeah, they're closed on Mondays. It's really dumb.
oh, well then I guess that's not. We'll have to rethink this whole thing.
Nope, that won't work. I wish I could just move the puzzles pieces out of the way.
Wait, I think I know what it is.
Yeah?
You do?
It looks like the clock hand.
It does? To me, it looks like a squid.
Did you turn that off?
Yeah.
So I have to think for a second, because this is what I'm doing is not fun.
You're gonna be puzzled, huh?
I am. But it helps if I can move the pieces out of the way instead of it yanking them over. Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi, kitty. Hi.
Hi.
I was just unhooking her.
Hi, other kitty. She ate all her dinner. Breakfast, I guess. You ate all your breakfast? Yeah. It took her a while, but she got it down. I'm not throwing this bag away either, Sheldon, just in case.
See, it's the clock hand. Oh, you're right. That is squid. I thought it was the clock hand, but I
I see
think
how
it's
to
head.
solve this now.
I mean, it definitely looks like it looks like a squid that's shaped like the clock hand. Hey, there it is. You did it. Putting the pieces of paper back together showed a recipe for some bread in the shape of a squid. On the back is something that looks like the hand of a clock.
In a box. I mean, I didn't find them on the floor.
Paper Caper's been added to the puzzle index. Oh, look, you can see what it is now.
It looks like some kind of recipe for squid bread, apparently.
Ugh, that sounds really unappetizing, even to me. And I'm a dog.
Look at the back, though.
What's on the back?
There's something drawn on the back as well.
Let's see. It's the missing hand of the clock tower clock.
And there are instructions about how to make it, too. It's a blueprint, yes. What the devil is a blueprint of the hand of Big Ben doing in the rubbish bin of Alex Lipsky's patisserie? Patisserie.
I think we'll keep hold of that particular piece of rubbish.
A cat stealing from the bin? Isn't that a bit of a cliche?
This could be a vital clue, Cheryl. And I think it's safe to assume it's no longer something Mr. Lipsky wants.
Oh, and here's the man himself. Look. Sorry to keep you waiting. Here are your Lipsky special profiteroles.
So thank you so much.
No, yes, thank you. I hope I see you again sometime.
I'm sure that you will. Goodbye now. Good. Now we're taking care of the rest. I think it's time we head back.
Finally, back to the matter at hand.
Back to the matter at hand. Ha. Clock and blueprint.
Keep pushing my hearing up.
Yep. Pieced together from scraps of paper found in the rubbish bin in Lipsky's patisserie. Patisserie. Sketched on the back of a recipe was a drawing of the clock hand.
Go further back.
What?
Go further back.
So, Hans says that he firmly reattached it 2 days ago. Hastings said it was between 11:50 and 6 a.m. Alex Lipsky had a sketch of the clock hand. Someone's been stealing a lot of metal lately because it's worth a lot of money. And cutlery and other silverware has been going missing.
All right, Cat, where to next? You've done the restaurant and the cake shop. Please tell me you're full now.
Yes, I couldn't eat another thing.
Time to get some tea to wash it all down.
So let's carry on down Chancellor Lane.
If we keep heading north, we'll arrive back at the office. Ooh, I know what you're thinking, miss. We're stopping in for a quick strategy meeting, aren't we? To discuss our next move.
Wrong. There's a little boutique shop next to the Layton Detective Agency. I thought we could have a peek.
Have a peek?
A boutique shop, miss.
All right, that's enough, Cat. Get your mind back on the job. Come on, Ernest. Back me up here.
Well, if Miss Layton wants to find even more delightful clothes to wear, then I'm all for it, actually.
Now give me strength.
Come along. The boutique waits.
She's British, so she'll need to drink the tea. Ah! Ha ha! Well, here we are outside the Layton Detective Agency. So, where's this boutique shop?
It's just next door. Come along.
Are you really a detective? I'm starting to have my doubts.
Will it be open, do you think, miss? Perhaps it's closed for the day if it's just a small shop.
You could be right, Ernest. Well, there's only one way to find out.
Meow.
Oh, a little cat. So, what?
Sorry, I forgot there was a second line. It looks like a stray.
Looks like a stray.
Perhaps it's lost, do you think? Poor mite. We'll have to help it find its mother.
Puzzle number 10, Lost and Found. 35 pick rats. This is a ladder lottery. You need to add horizontal lines to it in order to reunite the lost little ones with their mothers. What is the minimum number of horizontal lines you need to add? Select the box to input your answer. With ladder lotteries, you start at the top and follow a vertical line down the bottom. When you hit a horizontal line, you must go along it. When that hits the next vertical line, you start following that one down. So basically, if there's a line here, here, and here, then the monkey will go down, hit this line, go over, go down, hit this line, go over, like that. So let's see. Minimum number of horizontal lines you need to add. We need 2 to get to the bear. We need 1 more to get to the bird. 1, 2, 3 to get to the deer. Rabbit won't take any because there's already one there. A monkey won't take any. So, what do we do? 2, 3.
Yeah, well, I was
4,
gonna,
5,
I'm bringing a lot of clothes to Brandon, so I'm probably gonna get a bag
6.
and bring it downstairs and go through it. That way I'm not.
He says as he holds up 5 fingers. Looks more like a rat. Ma! Ma, there's some strange cat out here. Kind of looks like Grandma. So I think 6.
I hope you're right.
I mean, we could always use a hint.
Yeah.
You want to use a hint? Was that a no?
2.
Bless you.
I thought you meant from Thora.
Oh, yeah. That's such a good video, Sora. Yeah, Sora, you want to give us a hint? Mr. Visual Learner. I can't number, so I don't know. Okay. So I guess I'll just guess it's 6.
If you'll entertain my idea here.
Nope.
That wasn't right. Oh, fiddlesticks.
Bad luck. Check again, see which mothers and babies go together.
Try again.
Now it's worth 32 pick rats. If I had tape, I'd tape the lines and no. But this is numbers. Yeah. Now, see, it doesn't let us draw lines. So... Okay, so you need 2 to get the baby bear to the mama bear. And then you'll need 1 more to get the bird back because it's going to go across the line to the baby bear's line and it's got to go back. So that's another one. The rabbit has to go over to the right one, so you got to add 1 there. The monkey needs 1. And the deer needs... none? Because it's already got a path all the way across? 5? Okay, so bear needs 2. So then the bird needs 1 to go back. If you put the rabbit one before the bear branch, it only needs 1. Then the monkey needs 1. And everything's in place for the deer. That's what it seems like.
I have a feeling that perhaps...
Okay.
Still no patch on Miss Layton, of course.
Thank you, Sora. So, 5. Yes. You did it. They all look very pleased to see their mothers. There are several ways to place the 5 horizontal lines. Meow, meow.
I could have lost it all. Damn it, you.
No, I'm sure you're right, miss. It doesn't actually look like a kitten. I was worrying for nothing.
Can we talk to these people?
Yeah, we can. I'm just getting hint coins.
The clock face you can see from here has its hour hand intact. Look.
Alright, so do you want to talk to Old Lady, Mushroom Head, or Bunny Boy?
Bye, boy.
Bunny Boy.
Sangrio's famous Popoños. Special price just for you. See? Popoños.
Popoños?
I'm trying to see you before. Somewhere. Loitering?
Mm-hmm.
Around suspiciously.
I'm not suspicious. I'm Benny. Anyone wearing an outfit like that needs treating suspiciously. Popoños are the special souvenirs for my homeland, Sangrio. If you have a Popoño, they say you get good luck forever. They say your dreams come true. They say you'll be eternally happy.
Gosh, it sounds almost too good to be true.
I think we'll have to decline, I'm afraid. We're in the middle of an important investigation at the moment.
Impoponent. Because they're Popoños?
No, don't say no. If you don't like my Popoños, how about a puzzle?
It really doesn't look like a kitten. It looks like a supersized rat. Puzzle 9. Puzzling paints. Only 20. The colors of the paints are representing the appearance of something. Apparently, one of the colors can be seen every day. Which one is it? A is black, B is blue, and C is white. Choose one of them. Some puzzles are multiple choice with A, B, or C, or 1, 2, or 3. Sometimes you have to pick more than one. The colors of the paints are representing the appearance of something. Every day, apparently one of the colors can be seen every day. But which one is it?
Blue.
Blue?
The sky.
But what if it's not blue? What if it's cloudy?
Didn't it say you can pick more than one?
Yeah.
The blue and white.
Nope, you can only pick one this time.
Hmm.
Do you want to know what I think? Sometimes it's a cloudy day. Sometimes it's a clear day. But you know what it is every day? Dark. It's dark every day. One of the colors can be seen every day. Black, blue, or white. If it's a clear day, you'll see blue and you won't see white. But if it's a cloudy day, you'll see white, but you won't see blue. So neither of them can be right. But it is nighttime every day. Night doesn't stop some days.
This is an interesting one. Puzzles are made for solving.
Let's see if their, explanation is the same as mine. The paint colors are representing the appearance of the sky. Black is the night sky, blue is the sky on a clear day, and white is the sky on a cloudy day. The color that can be seen every day regardless of the weather is the black of the night sky. It's dark every night, though, says Sora. Yeah, not every day.
Fantastic, you get it right. Well, I think for that you should have a Sangrio Popoño.
Really? For free?
For 2/3 of the normal price.
no thank you.
No? Why does no one want to buy my paponios? I came such a long way from Sangrio to sell my paponios all over the world. I was sure Londoners would like them, but nobody shows any interest at all.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Would you like to buy a paponio to cheer me up?
No.
Doing business like this, it is not easy. Alright, old lady or mushroom head?
Mushroom head?
Mushroom head.
I think you'll find this place was empty before recently, but someone set up shop here now. Layton Detective Agency, it says on the sign. See? Open bracket. In other words, a snoop service. Close bracket. You can't trust detectives if you ask me. They're all bad. They're as bad as the master criminals they're supposed to investigate.
So you can trust the Layton name. The agency's motto is any mystery solved. I make it my personal mission to get to the bottom of any and every conundrum that my clients throw at me.
You're the detectives? Oh, Bob, you're such an idiot. Idiot, idiot, idiot.
It's alright. Please feel free to come in for a
Consultation.
Consultation? What does that mean?
Consulting us. Come in if you need to talk about, a mystery or something.
If there's anything that we might be able to help with.
You could help me with this puzzle? I expected him to throw a puzzle at us. Oh, were you hoping to buy something in the Lucky Clover?
Well, I was hoping to browse. At least.
Of course you were, my dear. It's run by a lady called Clover Price. She manages the place all on her own, She stocks the most beautiful clothes, and the hats and accessories are delightful too. But since it's just her running the place, her opening hours are rather hit or miss.
She's very lucky to be able to pick and choose when she works. Truly the lucky Clover.
You don't know anything about her, Cat. Keep your muscle out of other people's business.
Wow, her name is Lady Riddleton. I thought she was going to give us a riddle.
I love the outfits on display in the window here.
Hit or miss? I guess Cat really missed, huh? The door won't budge. It looks like it's closed today after all.
Oh, bother.
Sorry, miss, but at least you can easily come again another day, seeing as it's right next door to the office.
But I'm in the mood for shopping now. Do you think it's really closed? You don't think the owner will open up for me?
Know when to give up, Cat.
Dearie me, you young tearaways never look where you're going, do you?
Sorry.
Just look at that puddle at your feet.
Oh goodness, you're right. My shoes would have been ruined. Thank you, madam. I'm very grateful.
Oh, don't mention it. The suede is terrible for getting wet, isn't it?
It's funny that there's only a puddle here and nowhere else. I wonder why.
Oh my god, you're right, Sora.
What?
He said, now I realize why I like Cat's British accent so much. It's the accent used in Winnie the Pooh. You sound just like Christopher Robin. There's nowhere for the water to drain away, of course. That's the trouble. Speaking of which, there's a fun little conundrum I know about drains. I wonder if you've come across it before. Ooh, are we gonna play Pipe Dream? Pipe Dream, Pipe Dream, Pipe Dream, Pipe Dream. Pipe Nightmare. Here's some very complicated pipe work.
If you turn on the correct 2 valves out of the 8 valves at the top, water will flow out of all of the exit pipes at the bottom. If the pipe splits into 2, the water will flow both ways, but only in a downward direction. Select a valve to open or close it, and decide which pipes you'll send the water down. Work out which 2 valves are the correct ones to get water to all exit pipes.
Can you fix my hearing aid?
Yep.
So, I can see one that would take care of, like, what, 3 pipes?
Well, let's trace it out. A will come down. It'll go this way. So it'll hit this one and this one. It'll also come down and hit this one and this one. So that'll have that one, that one, that one, and that one. So then we just need to get this, 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 and this. If we do F, I think I just solved it by accident, sorry. F, it'll come down and it'll hit that one and that one. So maybe I didn't solve it.
So I'll open the A.
A will get this one, this one, this one, and this one.
Then open the F.
F will get this one and this one. So I don't think it's A and F. On the DS, you could draw lines, doodle. Are you sure you can't? Pretty sure. Yeah, no. Won't let me. Yeah, on the DS version, you could, like, draw lines. You could figure it out. So I don't think we use A. If we do E, E will do this one, this one, and this one, and this one. So this one, this one, this one, and this one.
I'll just take some out for now.
Alright. Let's do this backwards. Okay. So E has to be on. I say that because in order for this one to turn on, the only pipe that leads to it is E. So, we need to find one that... This one... This one... This one, and this one are done. So, we need to find another one that will fill this one. Because this one gets hit by E? Yeah. So we need one that'll fill this. And the only ones that fill that are A and B. And we know A only does a couple on this side. So B will hit that one. It'll hit that one. It'll hit that one. And it'll hit that one. Yeah. I think that's right.
Then turn it on.
Boom.
This should do it, I think. Any mystery or any puzzle.
Guy in the left picture looks a little bit like the guy from Deponia. Hashtag Deponia in the chat. He does. His name is Rufus.
How you doing?
You did it.
Fine.
Turning on valves B and E makes water come out of all exits. Now all the pipes have water flowing through.
When you have a second, when you get to a point, when you finish the level you're at or whatever,
Yeah.
and then we need to get food, and I probably should check up hands. It's been like a few
Okay.
hours and stuff.
Okay.
We need to move around.
Okay.
I need something to eat.
Okay.
I don't think I want tomato soup tonight. I think I made a tomato soup last night.
Rufus the rat. Wonderful. Dearie me, I wish you could solve the puzzle of this puddle like you solved that puzzle. There's always a puddle here after it rains.
Ah, did it rain yesterday then?
One of my neighbors said it was raining in the middle of the night, yes. I don't know what she was doing up, mind you. It sounds like it was just a passing shower or two, though.
Right in the middle of the night.
I think that's our last clue. Yup. There we go.
Oh,
Case complete. So, the clock tower serviceman Hans Lipsky claims that he confirmed the hour hand was firmly reattached after you repaired it the day before yesterday. According to Inspector Hastings, the clock hand must have been stolen in a roughly 6-hour window between 11:50 p.m. last night and 6 a.m. this morning. Pieced together from scraps of paper found in the rubbish bin of Lipsky's patisserie, sketched on the back of a recipe was a drawing of the clock hand. According to D.C. Booker, there's been a recent spate of metal thefts in the capital. Certain types of scrap metal sell for considerable sums of money. Cutlery and other silverware has been going missing at a restaurant on Chancellor Lane, possibly related to the recent metal thefts in the capital. And neither Kat, Ernest, or Cheryl noticed, but a sizable puddle in front of the Lucky Clover on Chancellor Lane attests to a strong shower during the night. Ready to solve the case?
aha! I've got it. I know what happened to the missing clock hand.
You do?
Indeed, this mystery is history.
Who did it then, miss?
It's all in good time, Ernest. I don't know why I said
Ernest.
Ernest. We have to call Inspector Hastings first. She'll want to hear of this, of course. In fact, yes, I think the results of the forensic analysis will be ready by now. Ernest, could you trot over to Scotland Yard and pick up a copy of the results?
You mean the analysis of those samples they took from the scene?
Yes, that's right. Once we have that, I'll explain everything.
It doesn't make any sense, Kat. Clock hands don't just go missing overnight.
Well, not necessarily. What if the hand melted during the night? That's a possibility.
No. Just no.
Oh.
I see.
Aha! Yes! The hand of the clock must have been an enormous wafer.
Now you're taking the biscuit.
Well, traces of a substance that could be wafer were found at the base of the clock
Put
tower.
me down.
Did you figure it out?
Tell me you're making this up, please.
The samples collected from the scene certainly could indicate a wafer-like material. It had me confused at first, but of course, wafer makes perfect sense.
Coy just figured it out audibly.
Oh yes, wafer makes perfect sense for the kitty cat. But for the rest of us who aren't crazy, it's a bit hard to swallow.
It's the truth that's crazy, not me. Because the truth is stranger than fiction.
Really?
It's highly probable that the culprit is someone used to cooking cakes and pastries on a grand scale.
In other words, a confectioner. We're looking for a master wafer maker.
Oh, you again. What do you want now?
Well, Mr. Lipsky, it's about the person responsible for the missing hour hand.
Eh?
It's you, isn't it?
What are you talking about? This is not fair. You can't pick on me. What evidence?
If it's evidence you want, how about this?
Take that!
It's drawing of hand.
I believe you made this, didn't you? As a plan for your brother, who had you make a giant clock hand out of wafer biscuit.
That was a gasp unlike any other.
I was not enough careful. Like idiot, I made stew. I dropped the hand, and it was broken.
Oh, he wasn't trying to steal it.
He doesn't want anybody to know that he actually broke it.
Now Ambassador is coming, and we are in pickle.
So you came up with the idea of a wafer hand to buy you some time?
No, yes. It was only thing I could think of. But my Bratzy is not to blame. It was all my idea. Bratzy, no. I thought a plan, not you. Quiet, Alex. I told you just follow what I say.
It's really very charming.
Huh?
The idea of a giant clock hand made of wafer. It's a wonderful notion.
Still, I did not tell truth. I made big mistake. Now, I don't know what me and my Bratzy can
Make another
do.
one.
Oh, that's easy.
Easy?
Yes, make another one. We'll present your wonderful wafer clock hand to the ambassador as a gift. What foreign dignitary wouldn't be delighted by a life-sized replica of a piece of one of Britain's most iconic landmarks?
The hour hand on the Alexander Tower is probably about this tall.
Elizabeth.
What?
Elizabeth.
What? Under the bed.
Elizabeth.
Oh, Elizabeth Tower, yeah. It's probably about this tall. It's huge. Bratsky, you are my son. Bratzy. Bratzy. Bro. Hey, look, it's Dusseldorf there.
Oh, you British. You know how to entertain, huh? Whatever may happen, you will never exit our hearts.
Is this me?
Yeah? See the little picture?
No. Oh, there. So Ambassador... I can't say that.
Faux du Fafa.
Faux du Fafa didn't went off like clockwork.
Like what?
In Britain's place as a friendly ally to its European neighbors was firmly re-established.
Oh, Miss Layton, you're amazing.
I can't believe it. That whole wafer thing. How wasn't that just a shaky dog story?
Ah, but you see, Shell, the truth is always stranger than fiction.
Alright, I think that's a good place to stop. Finishing the first chapter.
So how long have we been playing?
3 hours and 50 seconds.
It really doesn't feel like that long.
Oh, I know. It doesn't.
I guess time flies fast when you're having fun.
I guess so. So I guess that means that next stream you want to continue this game? Okay. She nodded. Like nods aren't audible, but she did nod.
Yeah. I keep forgetting. We need to like try out face cam from here or something.
Was that?
We need to try out like a face cam for me or something.
Yeah, I wouldn't be against that.
Problem is, where would we put it?
Hanging up there.
Yeah, but then they would see like the entire room.
Well,
and there's not much to look in here.
Right, I can zoom it in.
Oh, that's the thing?
Yeah, I can hang it up, and what I can do is I can set it up so that it only picks up a certain part of it.
She's a gal, not a drum.
Okay. So, okay, guys. That's all we have time for today. But, so we will be back for some more. I already forget the name of this. Okay. Layton's Mystery Journey. I'm not saying the entire title.
Katrielle and the Millionaire's Conspiracy Deluxe Edition.
Okay. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today, because I certainly did. And we'll see you soon for some more. So, bye guys!
No!
Farewell.
No, yes.